The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views or ideas of the staff or management of KWSH or the 110 Broadcast Group.
It's Stone Go Seminole Logi. Jeremy Chaho Jifkado, Samojanetta Hadamnetta He, Dojan Popohoy and Delaney.
Moitos.
I am being joined today by my friend, my colleague, some say my partner in crime, but the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. When he's allowed in the radio station, Mr. DELANEY PENNOCK, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Jay.
Dennis, this is where you hit that applause button. Oh, it's another great Tuesday here in Seminole, Oklahoma on the Seminole Reservation. It is a nice day outside. It's warm. There's no rain. We still might be under a heat advisory, though.
Yeah, I like to stay inside still.
It's nice and cool in here, though, Dennis. So right off the bat, we've got some breaking news from the complex today. So we're going to go ahead and go right into that. Came out in a email this morning, and due to a positive COVID test, the Seminole Nation complex will close at 10 a.m. today, which was an hour ago, per Chief Chilcote. Maintenance needs to sanitize all the offices, therefore the office will be closed down, and then just some general office directions. However, if you have an appointment today, you might want to call first because the complex is closed today. Now, all the rest of the Seminole Nation offices should be open. And so just like we've always been saying during this pandemic, since it started, Delaney, if you need to go to an office, just call first and check, make sure they're open and accepting visitors. And then with that, I'm going to go ahead and read another statement from Chief-elect and the current Assistant Chief, Lewis J. Johnson. And this is regarding Seminole Nation Days. We broke the news last week, Mark, that Seminole Nation Days has been canceled. And so this is the statement. The Seminole Nation, as well as the whole world, has faced an unprecedented era in history with the pandemic of COVID-19. As of June of this year, data reflected the number of positive cases were declining. Therefore, plans for Seminole Nation Days were continuing to be conducted. But most recently, Oklahoma has experienced a dramatic increase in the transmission of the variants of the virus. Locally, within the exterior boundaries of the Seminole Nation Reservation, according to data acquired by local health professionals serving our Native American population, it has also been confirmed of a continual growth pattern in positive cases of the COVID virus variants. After much thought and consideration for our members who were desiring to celebrate openly together our Seminole Nation Days this year, I must make a decision based on the science and data for the protection and well-being of our tribal members. Seminole Nation Days for this year of 2021 will be canceled. I hope that we can look forward to a much better Seminole Nation Day celebration for September of 2022. And again, that's the statement from Assistant Chief-elect Lewis J. Johnson. And also regarding COVID, Mark, it's been like the last few weeks, COVID has been the top news, going on in the nation. And so As always, the Seminole or the Wowoka Indian Health Services Center, they are still doing vaccines, and so the Wowoka Indian Clinic offers COVID-19 vaccines to anyone 12 years of age and older. Tribal enrollment is not required. The COVID-19 testing is only available to patients who have a chart at WIHS or WIHC and citizenship in a federally recognized tribe. And so to call and make an appointment, 405-257-7319. Again, that's 405-257-7319 to schedule an appointment for your vaccine. And Wewoka IHS also put out a post. I think it was this week. We mentioned it last week because the CDC, right before we came on, started recommending the 8-month boosters, Delaney. And so the Wewoka IHS put out a post. If you're immune compromised, you can start getting your 8-month boosters now. And then I also seen that 8-month boosters for everyone else who's been fully vaccinated, I think will be starting next month in September. Delaney Nagiri. Odowoshkaji? Odowoshkaji. So if you're looking at getting your booster, make sure you go ahead and start calling 405-257-7319, and that's for the immune compromised right now, or if you need to start getting the vaccine now, go ahead and call that number. With that, Seminole Nation Days, like we mentioned, have been canceled. Creek Nation also put out, or Muskogee Nation put out a post this week that the Creek Nation has canceled their festival that they had moved back to the fall. And so that makes all the 5 tribes in southeast Oklahoma canceled, Delaney. Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Seminole, and Muskogee Creek. Delaney was looking to join those ball games and
Trying to sell some shirts.
So with that, the next important thing on the agenda is going to be the council meeting that is coming up. There is a special call meeting, and it's going to be via the Ring Central, which is the Seminole Nation version of Zoom, which is powered by Zoom. That's going to be 7 p.m. on August 26th, which is Thursday at 7 p.m. The agenda we have right here, I'll kind of go through the new business. Number 1, the revising of qualifications for service on the Housing Authority Board. There was a request for the Housing Authority attorney to comment on specifics of federal policy in reference to this board. The guest is Whitney Weingartner, attorney for the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. Number 2, a report on the status of preparedness from the Finance Committee to submit the 2022 comprehensive budget in a timely manner. Number 3, the formulation of a plan on how to best organize the presentation of reports of programs and committees during the General Council meetings. Number 4, reports and a review of recent events from the Seminole Nation Gaming Agency and Executive Department regarding staffing and jurisdiction. Number 5, reports and review of recent events from the Seminole Nation Gaming Enterprise regarding the extent of the security breach, closure of the casinos, implemented solutions, and installed preventative measures. Number 6, reports and a review of all usages and expenditures made from previous federal allotments that were provided as a result of the current COVID-19 pandemic to reinforce the well-being of the nation's infrastructure and its people. Number 7, creating a plan of action on the most beneficial steps for the nation to take in approaching the possible uses for the funds received from the American Rescue Plan Act. This would include discussing what are the priorities and responsibilities of the nation, as well as establishing a method for public input and consultation. And Delaney, that's a hot topic right now, the American Rescue Plan Act.
Sure is.
The man of many words here, folks. The man of many words. And number 8, a corrective plan in response to the General Council vote of no confidence in the communications director. And then also other business, TR 2021-23, sponsored by Tsno Yeslith, a resolution of the General Council of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma certifying the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma's compliance with Title 24, Section 1003.604 of the Code of Federal Regulations, citizen participation requirements for the additional Indian Community Development Block Grant American Rescue Plan application by the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma. And then TR 2021-24, also sponsored by Tsno Yeslith, a resolution of the General Council of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma authorizing Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma to prepare and submit an additional Indian Community Development Block Grant American Rescue Plan application on behalf of the Seminole Nation. So that's going to be the agenda for the special meeting on August 26th of 2021, 7 p.m. Again, we always encourage you to please be in contact with your band reps, be involved in your band meetings, and also with your band chiefs. They only need your input so that way they can make the best decision on their votes. So make sure you're involved. And then also moving forward, the General Council calendar this month is going to be, or next month, which is Otowoskoji. Austin, September 4th, 2021 at 10 a.m. is going to be the quarterly meeting with the Chief's annual report. Also, September 4th will be when the new elected officials and general council reps will be installed into the office. And so, again, that's going to be at 10 a.m. on September 4th at the council house. So if you're, and I'm assuming, Mark, that one's also going to be probably live streamed as well. What about the one on Thursday? Will that be live streamed? Yeah, so both will be live streamed on the Facebook page, the government Facebook page. So when you go on Facebook, if you go to Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, that's going to be the civic page where most of the government announcements will be posted. Now, Seminole Nation also has a community and events page, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But if you're, if you have an Indian taco sale, Delaney, or you're selling shirts, that'd be a good place to put that, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. But with all this news, we do not want to forget the people that have lost their lives. We've, Seminole Nation and a lot of our surrounding communities have lost a lot of people due to the pandemic. And so at this point, we do want to go ahead and remember them and their families going through a tough time right now with a moment of silence. All right, Mado. All right, and so now let's kind of get into some of the general announcements that we have. Like I was mentioning earlier, Delaney, Seminole Nation Community and Events page on Facebook, which is the page brought to you by the Communications Department. If you have a fundraiser, a gathering, or a community notice, send your flyer or the information to seminolemedia@gmail.com to get it shared on this page. Please limit your events to the Seminole Nation area and surrounding communities. And you can also call 405-382-1010, which is going to be the communications office And I think the deadline to get the information onto the radio show is still 5 o'clock on Friday. And so we still do announcements on the radio show for any upcoming events. Just have them in by Friday at 5 p.m. Again, you can email seminolemedia@gmail.com or 405-382-1010. And again, the radio show is going to be every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. All right, Delaney. Nako Jitsa.
The Seminole Nation Museum, located in Wewoka, Oklahoma, will be selling native-themed backpacks due to public interest. So the price is starting at $21.95. So head on down to the museum in Wewoka, check out their gallery there.
Those backpacks come in handy during the school year.
Yeah, look like Pendleton design.
Ooh.
Fancy.
So, and also the Seminole Nation Museum, if you're looking for books on the language, also native food, about the culture, there's some hymnals over there. Make sure you just visit them. Got some good people over there, so make sure you swing by and take a look at the exhibits that are over there. So me and Delaney try to go over there, what'd you say, about once, twice a month?
Yeah.
Just to kind of take a look at the inventory, see what they have. And so if you're in the area, swing by. Also, the Seminole Nation Social Services Department is interested in hearing any suggestions or comments on the fiscal year 2022 low-income home energy assistance program, or better known as the LIHEAP program. You can mail comments, suggestions to the Seminole Nation Social Services Department at P.O. Box 1498, Wewoka, Oklahoma 74884, or fax to 405-257-7056, or place in the drop box located outside the Social Services Department. Information needs to be received by August 31st, which is next week. And Social Services, that's in the parking lot of the Wewoka IHS. Is that right? That little building that used to be the old gift shop? Yep, to the left. All right. And then the Dog Days Craft Fair, August 28th, 8 to 5 at the Reynolds Wellness Center, 1001 East Strother. You can contact Sharon Emmett at emmett.sharon@gmail.com for information on a 10 by 10 booth space. Any more information on that?
Came from the City of Seminole Facebook page.
All right, from the City of Seminole Facebook page, Dog Days Craft Fair.
I see a bunch of res dogs out there.
Oh, yeah, you might see some res dogs out there. Oh, has anyone seen episode 4 yet of Reservation Dogs?
I'm still waiting, so don't ruin
So
it for me.
no spoilers, but there are some local celebrities in episode 4. We won't mention any names yet, Jake Tiger or Cynthia Yerby,
Oh,
but
man.
just letting y'all know there's some local celebrities in there.
All over Facebook. I seen it.
Yep. Cynthia Yerby, she's I can see her hands in there with the flower making that Daklek look musky. And then Jake representing the traditional dress of the people. But good show so far. Episode 4 just came out on was it FX on Hulu? So if you have the Hulu subscription with the FX, go ahead and go check it out. Also, trying to make sure we have enough time here. The Seminole Days, their Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. Well, actually, why don't you go ahead and do that? Delaney just got a important.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. All right. All right, so we have a red alert here that just came across the phone for Leandra Wynn, who is missing. Leandra, date of birth June 12th, 1991, height 5'2", weight 115, brown eyes, brown hair, maybe blonde. Tribal affiliation is enrolled Muskogee Creek, but also has Seminole, Cherokee, and Kiowa descent. Leandra was last seen January 2021 wearing white tennis shoes, a blue light jacket with blue jeans. She also has a leg and neck tattoo. She is missing from the Tulsa area, but maybe in Oklahoma City area as well. So if you have any tips or information regarding the disappearance of Leandra Wynn, please call the Tulsa Police Department 918-596-9347 or email T as in Tom, P as in Paul, D as in David, missing persons at cityoftulsa.org, case number 2021-012260. So again, our missing and indigenous women is an important topic right now, and especially when it hits home like that. Leandra Wynn missing. If you see her, please contact the Tulsa Police Department. So, and unfortunately, it's something that we do have to talk about, Delaney. MMIW, making sure that, in our culture, women hold an important role in not only our ceremonial ways and our traditional ways, but also as a matriarchal society. Our clans run through our mom and our women, and they hold a lot of them pieces, Delaney. So it's important that we do our best to bring attention to that subject matter. So again, the Seminole Nation's Diabetes Program, registration for the Seminole Fitness Challenge is officially closed. However, we heard that who was talking some trash the other day, Delaney?
Kyra
Halata and her mom, Danita.
Yeah. I saw him at the wellness.
Oh, so just letting y'all know, I'm already down a half a pound since last week. That's 0.5. Mark made up for that half a pound. So technically, we're still at the starting line. We haven't lost any ground. However,
I'm just curious to who's all joining this race here.
Yeah. So the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program, we love y'all to death, but they're not releasing any names on these people. So I'm going to make a personal call out. If you're either We're Full, Turtle Power, Seminole Res Challengers, the Gators, the Untouchables, M&T, Tons of Fun, them Anties, Lean and Mean, Juno AK 2015, the M&Ms, Team Turo, Team Hopeful, Crazy Teachers, Wild Ponies, Kicking Assets, Commod Bod, and K&M. If you're any one of those and you want to make this challenge public, just let us know. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And we'll make this a little bit more fun. And let us know where you work at. Me and Mark might send over some, like a pizza or something. So, but again, this is all done. Our wellness coach, Keisha Wilborn, sent out a nice email to both me and Mark saying that, hey, we know that you guys want to win. It was a personal email, Mark, and I really appreciated that she's going to take so much interest in us losing weight that it's her birthday this week. And so we want to also say happy birthday to Miss Keisha Wilburn, one of the best people that you can meet over at the Jafigny Wellness Center. One heck of a person, tremendous attitude. She goes the extra mile to make sure you succeed in your goals. And so if you're looking to just better your lifestyle, Keisha is the one to have in your life. So Keisha Wellborn, happy birthday. And again, happy birthday announcements for Calvin Harjo, Sheena Tiger, Hooley the Coolie, Hooley Harjo, Kimberly Strayhorn Stevens, Janet Johnson Malin, and Melanie Fry. So
Don't forget about my mom, Angela Pennock. That was last week.
So now he says something.
You can't forget your mom, so I had to get it out there.
Last year, let me just remind you guys that Delaney did forget about his mom during her birthday. So this year, you can't forget about your mom. Last year, maybe a little bit. But, so where'd you take your mom to go eat?
Nowhere yet, so we're still trying to figure that out.
Wait, wasn't her birthday last week?
Yeah, but she went out on a little trip, so it's not my fault. So.
So I saw the card you posted on Facebook. Do you want to tell the general population what kind of card you got her?
I didn't go with that card. That was just a funny. So I wouldn't do that to my mom. So.
Why don't you tell us what that card said?
I forgot. You tell us.
No, I ain't going to do it. I respect your mother too much to do that.
Those are the type of cards I do give her every once in a while. So.
So it's almost to the end of the radio show today. Again, today is August the 24th. We already talked about the Res Dogs. Mark, you have some videos that are coming out this week. Monday, August 30th is going to be the Historic Preservation Office monthly web series, Yesterday, Today, and Forever. On Monday, it's going to be the conversation with Edwin Marshall and Rodney Factor. What's the subject on that one? I'm not sure is the subject. Okay, shooting it on Friday. And that's going to be available on the YouTube channel, and you'll probably see the link on the Facebook page. And then also on tomorrow, the 25th, a cooking video from Diabetes with the host Brian Valdez. Tips or grilling tips. Did we get a free steak out of that one?
No, we didn't.
What?
Vegetables,
Mostly veg. So mostly, if you want to see vegetables get grilled, tomorrow Brian Valdez grilling tips, and then Miss Keisha Wilburn again, due on September 1st, is going to have a workout video. So, like I said, she goes above and beyond, making sure that everyone tries to obtain their weight loss goals and their health goals. And so again, Keisha, we just want to say happy birthday. Mark, do you have something to say?
Happy birthday, Keisha.
Happy birthday, Delaney.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So with that, that brings us to an end of another, I wouldn't say great radio show. Let's talk about Bo Whitekiller. Bo, unfortunately, put in his resignation, and so, it's been what can you say about Bo Whitekiller? It's been 3 years of good times and
Good laughs for sure.
good laughs,
Dad jokes.
kept us informed during the pandemic. He'd be the only one coming into the office sometimes to do the radio show. And so, Bo, wherever you're at right now, we don't know if you're in Hawaii or you might be across the seas or you might be right here at the Seminole Reservation. But good luck, and we'll miss you. And just wanted to say we appreciate all the hard work that you put in for the nation. And so, with that, Jim Benayahi.
We'll see you around there.
All right, G. Jockley's.